Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. We are right here at the Appalachian Trail at the top of the mountain, heading back down to Dahlonega. And right here is the trail. And we're just going to walk 5 or 10 minutes on the trail to say we were on it. And I'll make a video. And these cars stop for me. But this building, see, that's the cars I told you about that like to follow each other. Those are some Nissans. I was just talking to a couple of guys over here from New Smyrna Beach around the Daytona area. This is the building that when you come off the trail right here, that you can take a shower, there's bathrooms, and it's kind of a break and you keep on going. You know, I forget where it begins and ends, but it's a long hike and a lot of people have done it. But Tammy and I are gonna warm up right now. It's very cold. Very cold to us anyway. And I said, let's just walk 5 or 10 minutes. I'll turn the camera around and we'll say we did it. And we're gonna bring it to you guys right here. All right, here it comes, Miss Tammy, bringing up the rear. We're on the Appalachian Trail. And that's Highway 129-19. And I'm sure that people come off the trail are glad to see that. It's a sight for sore eyes after hiking. And you know, you gotta have your proper shoes, you got to have proper clothing, you got to have water. And if you talk to people that hike, I mean, look at this, you got to know your steps. This is not an easy thing. And with the leaves on the ground, it's hard to, let me zoom out. It's really hard to, especially when you're a tourist like me that hasn't hiked on a trail in a while. Not only do you have to have endurance, know what you're doing, but if you know anything about hiking, and I don't, but I'm going to share with you what somebody told me, is you got to pack light. These guys spend a lot of money, and gals spend a lot of money on equipment, sleeping bags that roll up as small as your fist, and you know, all that kind of thing. They count ounces, because when you start carrying something on your back, it gets heavy after a while. So this is amazing. I'm already ready to turn around. Wow. Someone also told me I didn't do it, I'll be honest with you, but I will if I ever get to the Grand Canyon again. That's why I'm doing this right now. They said, if you just hike a quarter mile, a half a mile down the Grand Canyon from the rim, for every step you go down, it takes 2 steps to come back. You will get a grander feeling and an appreciation of just how grand the Grand Canyon is. I've been there twice when I had my motorcycle, and I didn't do it. If I ever get back again, I will, like we're doing right here, walking the Appalachian Trail. Also, those 2 gentlemen that I just met, I should have videoed it. They had 2 of the most latest model, most beautiful motorcycles you've ever seen. One was a Honda Goldwing, one was a Harley. What is it?
You can take a picture with that in the background.
All right, well here, I'll take one. Boom. You mean with us in it?
With us in it.
All right. All right, Tammy says what?
What?
Turn around.
What?
Tammy says we're far enough.
What?
Look. Oh, look.
I'm afraid of snakes.
Look.
Yeah.
I mean, zoom out. We're at a little part. There's that big house and the street down there. But let me show you something. You've heard of Blood Mountain? Nothing on here about it.
Right here.
But
Right here.
yeah, I know. But I wanted to read something about it. Go ahead and Google why it's called Blood Mountain. And it was one of the bloodiest battles in the Civil War. And that's it that way.
Don't want any snakes or ticks.
Yeah, Tammy don't want any snakes or ticks, she said. Okay. Anyway, leave no trace. Find it like you found it. Do it. Don't do it. Bear encounters. Run like hell.
Oh, great.
Just as long as you run faster than the person you're with, you're safe. Yeah, I mean, it's like a car or a motorcycle. Going downhill is even more difficult. And I don't have the proper ankles or, all right, let me get a picture. Tammy here. It's not close. Okay. Yeah, let me zoom in now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got you. And we're still videoing. That's what the iPhone can do. Oh, so anyway, yeah, proper shoes, getting your ankles used to walking good. Ankle support is so important. You've seen those shoes, those hiker shoes. Oh, it would take me months if I had to walk this trail, especially carrying a backpack. But people used to talk to me that I would meet up here when I traveled on the bikes that were hikers, and they all had the same kind of a thing they would talk about, that how it would be so, you know, they get into themselves. It's a spiritual, mental sort of a freedom and being with nature. And you certainly really can't have any fears about bugs and snakes and bears and stuff. I mean, you want to be cautious, but oh boy. Tammy's got her Uggs on. I'm telling you, if I walked very long on this, I probably would fall. Can you imagine being on the trail breaking an ankle? There's no phones. All right, you can imagine, I don't know how far back, you know, you would have had to come from before you would have crossed a road or passed somebody, or one of those places where you stop and sleep or eat. But people ride along the trail at certain points. I think when they get tired at night, they just bed down. You know, they got one of them mattresses you blow up with your mouth. Everything comes out of your backpack. But I know when they get to this point right here, it's got to be a welcome sight. With these leaves here, not knowing what's below them, I don't want to twist my ankle. You know what I mean? I don't have my Medicare insurance yet. If those guys are still here, they probably aren't. I was going to video those motorcycles. I should have. It was the prettiest gull wing you've ever seen. Are those guys still there? Darn. Yeah. Two real nice guys my age. They're going to subscribe to the channel. One had a Harley, one had a gull wing. They were both almost brand new. They drove and got up here yesterday, and they're staying in Suchess at 2 wheels only. That's a campground for motorcycles. It's real popular up here. I used to go to a place called the Kickstand, and I told them about it. Maybe they'll get over there. But we're right up here in the same area where Deal's Gap is, you know, the Dragon. I mean, everything that you've ever heard of, Helen, Blairsville, the Appalachian Trail, all of that kind of stuff. It's all here. You can just, in a day, you can see it all. You can drive by it all. Look at Miss Tammy. She's looking good. Let me get her picture.
Oh, the sun feels good.
Yeah. So on a summer day, when all the motorcycles are just, you know, going by every second out here, there'll be 50 or 100 of them here at any one point. And what they like to do is, where we're getting ready to go down, right down this way, is a big run. And then they like to run it back up to this point.
I talked to these people. They're from Florida.
Oh, yeah?
They said they just were at...
Yeah, Georgia Tag.
Yeah, but they were just...
So, There's a nice 4Runner. Here's a 3rd gen 4Runner over there. A Crusher. Let me get your picture again. Looking good, honey. You're looking good. All right, let's get back in the Crusher and crush it.